Hello, everyone. It is Spyro, your favorite purple dragon. And I know what you're thinking. What? What is up with the title, and why did you skip Valentine's Day? And I told everybody for the very last time, I am not dealing with the plague of love! But, of course, Yenny had to be all nosy and pinster me so much as to watch this video, cause apparently I've got a whole lineup. So, let's just get this over with. Without further ado, let's fire this thing up, shall we? Here we go.
Happy Valentine's Day. Last year, I did a ranking of the best love
Yeah,
interests
happy
in the Ratchet
puke
& Clank
day.
series, so I felt it was only right to do the same for Spyro. However, with this franchise,
You coulda
being
skipped
quite
me!
different in terms of character presentation, and
Why did you have to do this to
showing
me?
barely any interest in romance, if at all, this list is going to be much shorter and not
No.
as in depth. But gotta work with what I have. So today
Yes,
we'll be taking
please,
a look
make
at
it short,
female
make it
characters
fast,
from across
end
the
it,
franchise
please.
and determining. Okay, so starting off, we have the very first major female character introduced in the classic
Yes,
series.
I remember
Elora.
Elora.
Making her debut in Spyro 2, Elora quickly became one of Spyro's closest allies during
I
his
mean,
time
yeah,
in
she
Babylon,
became
providing
somewhat
him
of a
valuable
guide.
advice and helping him navigate the challenges posed by Ripto. She came across as a natural leader, coordinating efforts to save their world while also showing a playful side, especially in the Reignited trilogy. She
Yeah,
also
they
made
really
Kim
did a
Miller
good
the
job
third
at
game,
remaking her,
expressing
not gonna
hopes
lie.
that Spyro would visit her in Avalar and standing with him to watch the fireworks show. While there was
And just to clarify, no, that what you saw in Reignited Trilogy was not confirmation that we are dating. Stop it! I see you in the comments. Stop it right now. I refuse to take that fake news as fact. Stop it!
some implied romantic interest in Spyro in the original, particularly in this epilogue.
Whoa, weird. Whoa, that is weird. You two, I didn't realize it, bugged down. That's so weird. Stop clicking the link! Don't you, don't, stop it! That is fake news! That picture was not, no, stop it! Stop it! Okay, moving on!
Even when she gave him a thank you kiss. Reunited, however, her crush on him was heavily amplified, especially in the Year of the Dragon scenes.
Oh,
and
God,
the interesting thing is,
this is
despite
not looking
Spyro's
good for
reaction
me.
to Hunter and Bianca, he seemed to reciprocate the feelings.
Huh? No! Again, I'm telling you, that is fake news!
These small details make it much more obvious. Now for the score. I'm giving Elora a 4 out of 5 for significance. She was a pretty important supporting character,
yeah,
though
she is the
mostly
OG.
worked
Wait a minute, what?
behind the scenes, making decisions that affected others rather than taking direct action. Something that wouldn't happen until Crash Team Rumble. As for her chemistry with
I actually
Spyro,
wonder if I
it's
should
different
play
depending on
Rumble
which
again.
version you look at.
You guys,
The original
what do you
was
guys
more
think?
Platonic leaning, while the remake emphasized a potential romance. But since the former still technically gave an implication, joking or not, I will give it a 4 as well. Next we have Sheila, the kick-ass kangaroo from
That is so,
First
no,
appearing
we
in
are
Year of the
not a
Dragon,
thing!
Sheila was the first of the 4 critters Spyro
Wait.
rescued on his adventure. After
Sheila!
letting Moneybags know there were no hard feelings, she jumped in to help Spyro
I
out
mean,
by lending her abilities in various minigames throughout each of the homes.
That's always so satisfying, kicking Moneybags all the way across the valley.
She made 2 more appearances in the GBA games Season of Flame and Attack of the Rhinox, playing largely the same role in the former and acting as a quest giver in the latter. Sheila's interactions with Spyro were nothing to write home about. Sure, I can imagine she was pretty thankful that he freed her from that cage.
We didn't really
especially
talk
considering
that
she was
much,
about to face
honestly.
execution. But that didn't amount to anything, as it's just casual chatting from that point on.
Yeah,
We didn't even
it
get much
was
chance
nothing
to
weird,
really
it's just
converse
between
outside
friends.
of 2 cutscenes in her debut appearance. I'm gonna give Sheila a 3 out of 5 for significance. While she doesn't really add much to the main plot,
I mean,
she
yeah,
did
that's
fill
fair.
Spyro
She
in
is
on
an
what was
OG.
going
I
on.
mean,
in a way,
they
it
should have
was
just
kind of a parallel to
continued
Bianca
the
breaking things
trilogy
down
of
for Hunter, which is
my
interesting.
original
Plus,
games.
having her as a playable character was kind of a big deal since she was helping rescue the eggs, so that's something she has.
Yeah,
to know
alongside
As for her
Bentley,
chemistry
Sergeant
with Spyro,
Bird, and
though, I can only give it one
that
point.
maniac
They're
monkey,
friends, they
Agent
get
9.
along, but that's about it. Even in Reignited, nothing was changed. I definitely don't see sparks flying between these two should she make a return in the future.
That's
Next
not
up
happening. Who
Valentine
is
Hero.
that?
There's not really a lot to say about her. While often thought to be the Amy Rose of the Spyro universe,
Blech!
as they're both pink and have unrequited crushes on the main character, Ember
Yeah, no, we are... I don't even remember her name at all!
didn't actually have much personality beyond that. She
Why
clearly
does everyone have to
Spyro
compare
and
me to
pretty
Sonic?
much vanished.
I mean,
The only
he's
other
got
time
a
we
fair
saw her
share
was
of
in
girls
Shadow
lined up at
Legacy,
his
where she
feet.
acted relatively
I
the
don't
same
need
way
any women
before
in
receiving
my
a
life!
love letter from an armadillo named Bandit, and
I'm sorry. He fell in love... Hang on. You're telling me that this pink, Amy Rose-looking lizard fell in love with an armadillo? I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I don't even know she existed. I mean, color me shocked. Okay, moving on.
receiving a love letter from an armadillo named Bandit, and proceeding to fall in love with him. Despite this, it didn't stop fans from shipping her with Spyro. A big part
Why
of this
do you
is
ship
that
me with
she was
her?
the first young female dragon introduced in the series.
She is
We
clearly
didn't know
lovesick.
those until 2 years later. So
oh,
Ember stood
no.
out at the time,
No,
but
no,
not necessarily
please
in a good
don't
way.
tell me
As
you're
for
not
her
gonna talk
score,
about who
she
I
gets
think you're
a
talking
big
about.
0 for both importance and chemistry. She
Yeah,
didn't
no.
contribute
That ain't
anything to the
happening.
plot in a
Sorry,
Hero's Tale or
shippers.
Shadow Legacy.
That-
She was
Nope.
just there, and if she weren't, nothing of value would be lost. And when it comes to her,
Yeah, I mean,
interactions
who
with
was she
Spyro,
really,
all we had to
honestly?
go off of were her delusions that he returned her feelings.
Yes,
He doesn't even
very
speak to her.
delusional.
All he does is turn
This
his
is
camera
why
and
I
say,
run away from the
"Aw,
plague of
she
love.
treated her
I didn't
no
even want to
differently
do this
than
video.
see. It can be inferred,
But I'm
that
doing it for you
perhaps
guys,
they
so
were friends, but
that's
it
your
just
Valentine's
wasn't
Day
made
gift,
clear
I
in the
guess.
game. So while I do have a soft spot for characters like Ember, she's absolutely more of a footnote than a love story waiting to happen. I'm going to assume some of you just skipped directly to this part of the video, and if so, welcome. This is the
I
Spyro section.
did not want
There's
to
not much
entire
more I
about
can say about
this.
this character that I haven't already covered
No.
in previous videos. Initially serving as the main antagonist of The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, Cinder would go on to essentially become the female counterpart of Spyro, with her own backstory and unique abilities.
That's only
The
what we
moment
see
she
on
was
screen.
introduced, she was
She
an
is
instant
absolutely
hit.
crazy
Cinder brought
behind the
something
scenes.
fresh to the table.
Trust
Not
me,
just as a
I
villain,
should
but
know.
as something
I
fans had
still
been
feel
wanting to see
razors
for a
at the
long
base of
time.
my tail.
She meant so much to the fandom and the series as a whole that she actually came back as a Skylander. As I mentioned earlier,
that's-
I think the
and that's
biggest
why
reason
I
people
left
gravitated towards
Skylanders.
Spyro and Ember
Things
as
have
their
gotten
main
way
ship
too
was
out of
that
control.
She was a young female dragon. It didn't matter if she had no substance. Cinder, on the other hand, did. And many of those shippers now found themselves shifting their focus to the
No.
better character. What a lot of
I'm
fans
telling
love
you
about
right now,
Spyro and
stop
Cinder's
that.
relationship
I
is
don't
that
wanna
even
deal
though
with
Spyro didn't
anyone.
explicitly show
Especially
romantic
that
interest in
psycho
her,
lizard.
it just felt right. Sometimes it's just about the characters simply being there for each other. Cinder stood by Spyro during his lowest points, and he in turn saw the best
Yeah,
in
I
her,
can
even
really,
when she was
I can
struggling
really
to
go
see it
with
herself.
some
Much
world-class
like Ratchet
therapy
and
after
Colin,
dealing
their
with Lord of the
connection didn't need
Wings.
to be over the top. It was subtle and
By the way, if anyone's interested, I actually have 3 playlists of the series, so check those links in the description. Not that it really matters or anything. I mean, I need the views, okay?
Sweet, a meaningful bond based on redemption and emotional growth. I'll admit, I'm a bit biased toward this pairing myself, but I won't give it a perfect score. While Cinder was a crucial part of the trilogy,
Of course you will, but you're probably gonna shoot it very high!
So I'm docking half a point for that. And I'll do the same for chemistry, if not only for the rushed nature of
hang on, let me do my own edits right here. Let's see here. I need a 0 over here, and a 0 over here. Yeah, that looks way more accurate to me. I mean, if we're gonna be... Look, listen, I know you're doing a very good job, but I'm telling you from the very horse's mouth, or the dragon's mouth, okay? Cinder is an absolute psychopath. I mean, sure, she acts all normal in screen. I mean, yeah, she's all doing the normal things. But what you don't see is that she is not only extremely clingy, she is more than willing, and she's actually done this multiple times. Kill just about anyone and everyone she sees that gets too close to me. And that's what happened to a lot of poor managers. They were just getting me coffee. And no, stop that Vegeta joke. I see where this is going. But yeah, she's crazy. She's killed managers, she's killed people that get close to me, she's locked me up in a dungeon. I cannot tell you how many times she's put her tail blade right next to my throat with that sadistic grin. Oh. Okay, moving on, I guess.
Why? And lastly, we have the silent but deadly stealth elf from the Skylanders series.
Oh, yeah, her. Yeah, she's silent because she's dead. She's one of the people that died because of Cinder. I know. I actually saw it happen. That is why I left Skylanders! Things were getting way too out of hand!
Although she was a core character introduced in Spyro's adventure, what I mainly want to focus on here is her portrayal in the Netflix show Skylanders Academy, as that is where her and Spyro's relationship is the
And I
most
cannot believe they actually ruined my original design!
Spyro.
I look like a lizard mixed with a golem! Or a goblin!
Keep them in line. She was a skilled ninja warrior who took charge when it counted, all while dealing with Spyro and Eruptor's antics. I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that Stealth Elf was a potential love interest for Spyro, and even if they did, they probably forgot all about her once Cinder showed up in Season 2. I mean, at that point,
They forgot about her. That happened because Cinder insisted that it would happen. That's why she wanted more screen time! She tried to remove poor Stealth Elf right off screen. Oh, if you only could have seen the cat fights. It was nasty.
her fans were all in, totally committed to both the character and the ship, so I can imagine that's where all their focus went. Perhaps some even got upset if our little ninja girl got a bit too close. But after what—
Yeah, that's an understatement. But no one could have had it way more aggressive than Cinder. I'm telling you right now. Stealth Elf, that poor elf never stood a chance.
Watching some episodes, I realized that these two actually had a pretty great dynamic. Having grown up and trained together at the academy, they had this cute best friend bond. It felt really natural, and I think it would have made perfect sense to take it in a romantic direction. Despite being overshadowed by Best Girl over here, Stealth Elf was still a main character and played a key part in various story arcs throughout the show. However, her presence isn't
just for the record, I completely abandoned Skylanders for a reason!
As for chemistry, as I said before, even though she and Spyro are just friends, much like him and Cinder in this iteration, it wouldn't have felt out of place at all for them to have been made a couple. And for that, I think a 3.5 is well deserved. Now,
don't tell Cinder that!
In first
place,
wait,
it's too late. She's already dead.
A score of 9 out of 10. Negative reputation.
Let me correct that real quick. Hold on. 0 out of... There you go. That's better. Okay, yeah, just putting that out there. Wait, now that I think about it, did Cinder put you up to this? Is that why she's so high on the list? Was it Cinder that made this video this whole time? Oh, ancestors, no!
I still believe she fits the bill to be Spyro's canon girlfriend. Coming in next is Alora with an 8 out of 10, with Reignited bringing the classic series back into...
Alora, if you're watching this, as your friend and a very experienced adventurer of danger, I insist you run. You are in danger. Cinder is probably out to kill you as we speak. She's probably flying around looking for you and wants you dead. So please, if you're watching this, get out of wherever you're going, wherever you are, leave now. She's probably on her way right now. She is in danger. Run! 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 Teleport! Do what you gotta do! Get out of there! Cinder is coming!
With the spotlight, I feel like this pairing...
I tell you as a friend!
Popularity. After her is Stealth Elf with a 7.5.
It may be too late for Stealth Elf, but I can at least save one!
In this relationship, but it was actually pretty solid. Then we've got Sheila coming in fourth with a 4. She's a...
And Sheila, if you're watching this, jump, hop, run as fast as you can. If there are any caves, hide! Do not let that psycho dragon go anywhere near you!
Supportive friend who's there for Spyro when he needs her. And in last is Ember with a 0 out of 10. A ship built solely on the Sonami energy it seems to give, but doesn't actually give.
Yeah, I think you've been completely bribed into doing this! If there are any friends out there from the original trilogy, I mean, it might be too late for Stealth Elf, but I insist you all run! Run from Cinder! You do what you gotta do, cause you are in danger! I am nowhere near pain enough to deal with this. But, well, yeah. Thanks for the video, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, please, check out the links below. The original video is in the description, and a few playlists are also in the description and at the end of this video. I would say Happy Valentine's Day, but obviously I skipped through it because I do not want to deal with that again. So, yeah, that's my gift to you guys. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, torch that like, subscribe button, and stay tuned for more awesome content just like this. And as always, I will see you guys in the next barbecue. Spyro, out. Now I'm gonna go to do some therapy, and hopefully I'm not too late.